Here I'm going to show you how to change the thread on your serger really easily. Just go along and snip them off. Make sure you leave a nice length on the end that is going through the serger. And take your spools off and set them to the side. And then you're going to grab the color you want to change it to. Put those on. Grab the ends. Put them through. Had a little trouble with that one. Put them through their loops so they're hanging down. And so there's some to get a hold of. And then you're going to tie them to the strings you left. Now make sure you're matching up the spool with the string. So I start at one end, work my way down. I like to do a square knot and just tug really tight. Make sure the knot holds well. So the way my dad taught me to do a square knot is the frog jumps over the log and swims up through. If that makes any sense. So the black thread here is the frog. So that goes over the white thread, goes over top, goes around and comes up. So then you take that black thread and do the same thing. It goes over top of the white, around under, and through the loop. And then you grab both white in one hand, both black in the other, and tug really tight. I can't help but thinking of that, like think through that phrase every time I tie a square knot now. So it goes through my head even though I don't say it out loud. So that's how you make sure you get the square knot and not a granny knot, as some say. If you're not paying attention to that, you can get a knot that slips out easily. Then you're going to want to take the little tail ends there, and I like to trim them off pretty short. Maybe to, I'm not sure if it's like a quarter or an eighth of an inch. I don't know exactly how long, but if you can kind of see really little tail, I'm holding the knot under my fingers in that last one. And I cut about the end of my thumbnail, but sorry I didn't get super good angle to the camera here. It was hard to tell what the camera was seeing. So, but yeah, you just cut the extra tails off. Maybe that one you could see it just a little bit because you want it to catch on anything. Then you're just going to run it through the serger. So I like to hold the extra loose stuff at the top while it gets started. But as you can see, what happens here is the two on the right, they pull easy. Those are the ones that kind of go down through the machine and loop. But those were the only ones that were really moving very well. The thread that goes through the needle wasn't moving. So I find that I have to actually pull on that thread that's coming out of the serger to make everything move through. As you can see now, the thread's starting to tighten up and pull through. I just like to hold the slack in the beginning so it doesn't catch on anything. As you can see, the black thread's already gone through most of the way in there. You can see the black threads coming out over here on through where I'm pulling it. It's gone most of the way through where it needs to go for the needles. As you can see, the knots there, they're coming down to the needles now. And I try to go nice and slow through the needles, and then once it's fully black, then I know everything's through and it's now fully threaded with the next color and ready to go. And I just snip off that extra and we're done.